Trajan, how's it going?
Pretty
How's it
good.
going, bud? Hey, Trajan, they call you Tree, right?
Yes, sir. That's my nickname.
Yeah, where does that come from?
It's a long story. It's really a misunderstanding stemming from high school. My D-line coach from high school misunderstood what I was saying because I had a deeper voice. He was asking me, what's my name? I was like, Trey. He asked me again, your name Tree? I said, no, it's Trey. Tree? Trey. So whole misunderstanding, everybody start laughing around me, all my peers. They was like, hey, that's your new nickname, it stick with you. So it was up ever since.
So you go by Tree, Trey, Trajan.
Yeah,
What do
Tree,
you
Trey John. It doesn't matter.
Okay. You had an interesting recruitment. It looked like you were maybe South Carolina was a school that was interested in you. Obviously, your hometown. How did you wind up at Arkansas?
I love the atmosphere in Arkansas. The coaching staff, Coach Deke Adam, Coach T. Will, Coach Pitt, they welcome me with open arms. And I like the environment here. They cared about me as a person rather than a player. And I always wanted that. So I really felt comfortable with the environment here. And I was very different from all of my other calls to every other school. They actually cared about my well-being. I really, really, really enjoyed hearing that from them. And yeah.
Hudson, obviously things have changed on defense with new secondary coaches, new defensive coordinator. How has that been just adjusting to the new coaches, new schemes and stuff?
It's been kind of difficult, but at the same time awesome just because they brought a different energy in. They're high energy flying around on the field. So it's fun to hear them talk to us, communicate with us, and just kind of like let us go play out there, let us communicate with each other and have fun out on the field.
Thanks, guys.
Otis.
Hudson, how's it been just playing safety, not have to switch positions, even in the practice or a game? You've kind of been at safety. How's that transition been for you and getting to play one spot?
It's good. It's fun to be able to focus in on one position and kind of learn and see the defense from that point of view.
John, just talk about the depth at defensive end. I mean, I feel like you guys probably got 6 legit SEC defensive ends. Nico hasn't played that much, but just talk about the depth there and how you guys should stay fresh.
Yeah, the depth is pretty heavy. We got a lot of talented guys. A lot of guys are making a lot of plays. Coach Deke Adams is doing a great job of coaching us, coaching our technique. So I'm really feeling confident in us as a D-line, as a unit, and also as a defense, as a team broadly. I really enjoyed the defense. I feel like during the games, we're going to have a lot of ammunition. So I feel like that's pretty good.
You feel like this team maybe has more depth than some of the other teams you've played on? It's your position, I mean.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Yes, sir.
Okay. And Hudson, just what's been maybe the biggest difference between playing corner and playing safety? I mean, not necessarily this year, but I know you did that last year, but what's been the biggest adjustment for you or the biggest difference?
I think the communication out on the field, you got to talk to your nearby corner, the safety next to you, and the linebacker in front of you. So just being on the same page with everybody and being able to play with each other.
You've always been able to read the ball really well in the air. That obviously that Ole Miss game where you picked off 3 passes. Do you feel like playing safety helps you in that regard? I mean, you're back a little bit more and stuff.
A little bit. You get to be around the ball more, which is obviously fun. Get to kind of read the quarterback too a little bit more. So I think it's been really beneficial for me.
Thanks, both of you.
Tom.
Hey, Tree, Sam Pittman described you as hard to block the other day. I'm wondering, what kind of maybe attitude you took into, with a new set of guys and what you wanted to get done this spring.
I definitely want to just do what I can do and do my part as a defense because I'm coming in with a lot of talented guys. I'm trying to find my place and help out the defense as well. I'm always going to bring what I can to help this defense. And I enjoy the defense, how they're very encouraging to everybody. So that helps the confidence level of everyone. So I really appreciate that from everybody.
You've been chasing KJ Jefferson around for 3 years now. It was his big debut, the game at Missouri, 3 years ago. What do you see in the Arkansas quarterback?
I see a bright future for him. The offense as a whole, I see a very bright future for them. Their technique is getting better. Justin Jefferson, I feel like he's really calling the right plays, making the right checks. O-line doing the right thing with slide protection. So they're doing a pretty good job overall. But I definitely see a bright future in Jefferson and the rest of the offense as well.
Yeah, Hudson, with the spring game coming up, the fans will be seeing you guys really for the first time this spring. What do you want to show the fans what y'all done this spring?
It's a defense that flies around, gets everybody the ball, and just has fun out there.
And also the safety position, it looks like depth might be a thing for you guys. Can you talk about maybe what you've seen and like, could y'all use another hand or two back there?
Oh yeah, I think we got plenty of depth. We got Malik, Jaden Johnson, TJ Metcalf, and a lot of people that can go from nickel to safety and kind of learning all the positions. So I think that's kind of the biggest kind of improvement from last year. We got a bunch of people that can be back there and play at a high level.
All right. And Trajan, my last question would be your thoughts on the spring game coming up Saturday, just what you might want to show the fans and what you got.
I'm just trying to just work hard, just do what I can do for the defense, do my part. And I'm excited to see the fans because they be rocking here. I'm really enjoying all red. Just want to see a lot of the fans here and just do what I can do my part, and then contribute.
All right. Thanks.
No problem.
Thank you.
Brandon.
Hudson, this is a big picture question, so forgive me if you've already faced this question earlier this spring, but there's so many players that left the transfer portal and then a lot of players coming in, and then you lose your coaching staff on the defensive side of the ball. What's the off season been like going into this spring? Does it feel like almost like it's year one again for you? Or I guess take me through that mindset here the last few months.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's back to square one. I would say there's definitely a lot of new faces, getting to know kind of the defense and kind of trying to hang out outside of football to get to know each other better and be able to play better with each other on the field. I think that's been a big part for us, just kind of like as a secondary going to eat, trying to get in more meetings. So I think that's going to play into help us out on the field and come the fall.
Mason.
Yeah, Hudson, I'm curious what you thought about the two transfer receivers that have been able to get on the field a lot this spring, and T-Slaw and Armstrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think both of them are going to contribute for us come the fall. We've seen them go outside at the XZ receiver, go in the slot. So I mean, they can play anywhere, and they both have great hands, great speed, and great routes. So I think they're going to be really beneficial to us come the fall.
And then Tree, Coach Pittman has talked up, Patrick Kudus and Devin Manuel a lot. What have you seen from those two guys out there at tackle?
Oh, they've been doing a pretty good job. I'm understanding that they're doing a better job at the slide protection and things like that. So they really understanding the offense. They're getting us better as a D-line. So I feel like they're doing their part.
Thanks, guys.
Last one, Trey.
Yeah, Trey, I was going to ask you about the tackles, but you answered that. But I also wanted to know, like, I know you're consumed with football and school and stuff like that, but you've been around Fayetteville a little bit now. Is there any places you like to visit? You got a favorite place to eat? Anything that's maybe unexpected about the city of Fayetteville?
The city of Fayetteville is pretty cool. It's way better than Columbia, Missouri, where I was at prior. So I really enjoy being here. The atmosphere, everyone is very loving. Everyone is very respectful as well. But one thing I will say, the favorite place here is Chicken Heads, most definitely.
Chicken Heads?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that place. All right, thanks, guys.
No problem.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate you.